Hey, good evening. I'm glad you took this opportunity to meet with me today. As we both probably agree, it is a challenge right now doing a brick and mortar building, let me say building a brick and mortar business during this pandemic. It is a challenge. So, as a small business owner to another small business owner, I think that it's very important that we work on coming up with some sort of negotiation for our contract in order to allow our services to work hand in hand together. Um, you're in agreement? Yes, I totally agree with that. I think that with this day and age and everything that has happened this year, it's very important that we come up with a plan that would benefit both ends. Great. So, as you see, I'm building this resource center. I gave you that tour. Building this resource center so that everything can be found up under one roof. When I originally came up with this plan, it was back in 2011, and that was pre-pandemic. Now we're within the pandemic. I can't even say post-pandemic, and I feel that I'm having to be a little bit more technical at the services being provided, such as the micro event room instead of a regular conference room, and the video events, emphasizing that virtual events, social distancing at our spa area. So then we have the photography services, which is where you guys come in. And I think it is very important that we be able to offer a space for you to do the photography for our events, being that different things are limited, and since our facility is already going to be set up to do those things in a socially distant type of setting, I think it'll be good that maybe we can see how we can come together in this facility. What do you think about that? I think it's a good idea. I think that what I have to consider first, though, is, we have a set schedule. We've pretty much booked out the whole year for engagement photos and different things like that. So I think it's very important that my schedule be taken into consideration. You are right, and we will take your schedule into consideration. What our services, we use a service called Lightspeed that schedules our services, and we can get you access to that program. What I would love for you to do is to pretty much, we can come up with an agreement of either you kind of renting the space so that you can have free access to that space for your own photos, or we can come into a percentage agreement for for any package services that include your photography. Okay. Well, I honestly feel like I don't want to commit myself to paying you guys to rent out a certain space, because what if something happens and it's just not feasible. Also, I'm out in the community a lot, especially with the pandemic. I'm doing photos out in the community, at the parks and different areas like that. So I don't think it'll work for us to actually contract the space. Okay, that's understandable. I guess, it it can work out. We can compromise at that. So what if we did a certain percentage, where if they purchase the photo package as a part of the whole package of services, and whether they want on-site photos or day of photos at their actual wedding or whatever, is maybe we can come into an agreement of how much, what percentage we would be able to gain from that because of our promotion of your services. Well, I guess that's okay. I probably need an alternative because If our schedule does not permit for whatever their scheduled event is, then both, like, I could be losing out of business, for that. In hand, you could probably even lose out of business if they decide that they don't, want to go with the photography services and they go somewhere else. So what do you have planned for that? Okay, so if we can't come up with an agreement if we come up with an agreement as far as the percentage, then, and if for some reason that doesn't work out, then an alternative to that could be just simply you promote Divine Impressions. Sorry. It used to be called Ebony's Divine Impressions, and now it's Divine Impressions. But Divine Impressions, and I promote your services by doing like an affiliate program, maybe. And, we maybe create a coupon. How do you think about that? Okay, that's a good alternative. Let's go back to the original contract. So what if we offer, let's say, 10%? We can offer 10% of whatever bookings we get. We can give that to you. Okay. I would say that would be good if it's an offsite, but if it's on site, we're using our utilities, we're using our facility, our maintenance, our cleaning services. So I feel like if it's an on-site photography session, in the 2,400 square foot facility, that it might be a good idea that we get a little bit more. Okay. What did you have in mind? I would say anywhere between 15 and 20%. I think that's a little steep. What about, I think 20% is a little steep. I wouldn't go any further than about 18%. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I think 18% of the would be good. 18% would be good. And then what I could do is offer them some sort of coupon for another event here at Divine Impressions, and then maybe you can offer them a coupon for using your services, and then that gets them as a repeat customer. Okay. I don't know if we're willing to do the coupon thing. I'm definitely willing to do the 18% for the on-site and 10% for the off-site. Okay, that's fine. And then, like I said, if for something, there's always, which I really don't feel like we need an alternative, but the alternative affiliate program where we just offer discounts when they say that they were referred by us and vice versa, then, that would be good. Okay, well, let's see how it works with the 18% on-site events, 10% off-site events, and we can go from there. What is your desire for the length of this contract? Well, my little probationary period with all my vendors is approximately 6 to 12 months. So if we want to just try it for the first 6 months, that way, if it doesn't work out that way, then we can always jump back to the alternative, which is the affiliate program. What do you think about that? Well, I think that'll be good. I think we have an agreement. So can we go with, let's say 8 months. Let's see. I'm willing to try it for 8 months. Let's see how we do for 8 months. The only reason why I say that is because I know our schedule is pretty full. So I want to give Apple opportunity to try those services. So let's say 8 months, and we'll see how it goes. And then we can revisit about 6 months in and see how it's going, and see if we need to switch to the alternative. But I think I would love to work in hand with Divine Impressions. I think this is a great location here off of Green River Road in Evansville, one of the most busiest sides of town in Evansville. There's a lot of foot traffic. I think that it's a great promotional opportunity for us. So I'm willing to try it and see how it goes. Awesome. Well, I certainly thank you for your time. I thank you for the business that we did prior where we would just refer people to you. And now I'm excited to be able to work hand in hand with you for Divine Impressions. We can get this drafted up. I'll contact my attorney and we'll go from there. All righty. Thank you. I appreciate it.